A monthly budget is a plan for balancing your income and expenses to achieve long-term financial goals. When you create a personal budget, you sort your monthly expenses into categories that can help you understand your spending habits and shift them to reach your goals. Having a personal budget that you review regularly is an essential part of financial literacy, and it's the best way to prevent overspending. Welcome back to another episode of Ark Lifestyle, where we equip you with the best knowledge to take control of your own finances. Subscribe to the channel now so you never miss out on any of our latest videos. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to make a personal budget. Let's get started. Step 1. Determine your monthly expected income. The first step of budgeting is determining how much money you make each month. If you have one salaried job, you'll find this information on your pay stub. It's the amount you take home per paycheck. If you get paid on the 15th and the 30th of each month, you simply multiply your paycheck amount by 2. If you get paid bi-weekly, you'll want to multiply your paycheck amount by 26 and then divide by 12. If you have more than one job, have irregular income, or you're self-employed, the process for determining your net income, which is different from your gross income, is a little different. Step 2. List all your fixed expenses. Fixed expenses are expenses that stay the same from month to month. These might include rent, car payments, repayment of student loans, internet and phone bills, credit card debt payments, automated deposits into savings account, and insurance. Write them all down on a piece of paper, fill out a budget worksheet, or make a budget spreadsheet, whatever feels easiest for you. Step 3. Total your fixed expenses. Crunch the numbers to find out how much you spend on fixed expenses every month. Since this number won't change much from month to month, you can use it as a foundation for your monthly budget. Subtract your total spending on fixed expenses from your net income to find out how much you have left over for variable expenses. Step 4. List all of your variable expenses. Variable expenses are expenses that change from month to month, such as groceries, restaurants, shopping, fitness classes, and gifts. To estimate your variable expenses, check your receipts and online banking and credit card statements, and don't forget apps like Venmo and PayPal. List every single thing you spent money on last month and wasn't a fixed expense. Even though these numbers will change each month, starting with last month's purchases should give you a solid estimate of your spending habits. Step 5. Total your variable expenses. Add up all of your variable expenses and add that number to your total spending on fixed expenses. Is that number more or less than your total net income? If it's more, you're living above your means. Step 6. Break your monthly expenses down into categories. Now that you have your list of fixed and variable expenses, sort everything into categories. It can be helpful to use both broad categories like food, along with specific subcategories like restaurants, groceries, and coffee to learn more about your specific spending habits. Step 7. Evaluate your spending habits. Add up your total spending per category. To find out what % of your income you spent on each category, divide your total spending per category by your net income and multiply by 100%. Looking at the percentages can be a handy way to understand how much of your money is going where. Step 8. Check in with your financial goals and adjust. Now that you have your spending laid out in front of you, it's time to check in with your financial goals and make changes to your budget. If you're spending more than you make, identify areas where you can cut back. Variable expenses are easier to cut back than fixed expenses. However, if you are vastly overspending on fixed expenses, it can be hard to compensate for that. If you're overspending on rent, consider a less expensive housing option, for example, living with roommates. If you have money left over at the end of the month, congratulations! That means you can allocate more money towards savings. Next to each category's total, make a new goal for next month's spending. Congratulations! You now have a monthly budget that you can use to guide next month's spending. That brings us to the end of today's video all about how to make a personal budget. Are any of you guys going to use our video to make a budget for a better financial future? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Ark Lifestyle for even more fantastic content just like this. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon in the next episode.